confession for everyone. I almost got murdered. Previous presidential election. November the 3rd, 2020, I was leaving one voting rally on my way to a listening party. I got pulled over by the Philadelphia Police Department, extracted from my vehicle, and almost shot. There were so many witnesses. They shot me up with a bunch of tasers, held me illegally for about 6 days, denied my ability to vote, and scared the crap out of my students. It was challenging for me. 2 years later, unfortunately, Mama Ferris was dying. Fortunately, Naomi Barber King was dying. Unfortunately, there was a ton of pressure on me. So you know what I did? I came home to mourn. I came to put it into perspective, and because I'm me, all right? A lot of folk, they try to set me up. You know what I can tell you? What took place on November the 3rd, 2020, it was a setup, okay? Get over it. Tell you a couple of people that were involved for sure that I know. One of them, fuckboy, bitch-ass Shannon Jones, executive pastor that cut out. Another one sold me out, Isaac Ferris Jr. Now, we have a deacon, Deacon Marvin Brinson. Deacon Brinson is a staple of this Heritage Sanctuary. Deacon Brinson, he sat at this desk. I got here in 1994. He shut his eyes in 2022. When this building was open, I never seen him not here. And he was dying. And for us, that's a challenge. Okay? All right. I'm the last son of this Heritage Sanctuary. And so it was a challenge. Let me tell you what some folk did. Show it to you. When you come out the Heritage Sanctuary, you see this door here? You come out the sanctuary. And then you walk out the door here. Okay? Some folk lied. I'm going to show y'all what the lie is. This is how you walk out of the Heritage Sanctuary. When you walk out of the, go please, you're not going, when you, thank you. When you walk out the Heritage Sanctuary, hello, how are you? Hey, how are you? This is the gift store. Incredible people work in the gift store. Did you see how I just walked out the Heritage into the gift store? Did y'all see these doors? Okay. You see this door right here? This door goes to the back of the church. On December 9th, 2022, there is a National Park Service police report that says I walked out of the Heritage Sanctuary, inside of the bookstore, and smacked an individual. Now, this doesn't make no sense. They said in the report, do you want to press charges? No, we just don't want him ever around here. Let me tell y'all, false report of a crime in Fulton County is a crime. So I waited 2 weeks, and I told the senior law enforcement officer, let me get a copy of that report. In his discovery, he says, when I got that report, I realized there wasn't enough evidence for a crime. So I contacted the people and asked if they'd be willing to testify. And then we have this clip. And on this clip, we see not the person they said I smacked, but somebody else. And you know where this girl is sitting at? She's sitting right here in Deacon Brinson's chair. And what she says to that law enforcement officer who was supposed to be biased is she says a totally different story. See, the initial report says that I walked out of this door. This is the sanctuary door. And then I walked inside this door and was talking crap, and I smacked him. That's one story. Then I walked outside, or he was escorting me outside, and I smacked him. This girl says, I never walked in here. She says that they were sitting at this desk. Now, let me help you just so you can understand it. If you are a gift shop employee and you back behind this door, first off, you're in an unauthorized area. As a law enforcement officer, your responsibility is to investigate whether or not a crime took place. So if you have someone, an initial story says that a person walked in here and a crime took place, but they don't want to press charges, they're just trying to manipulate the system. And then that person, me, because I'm a victim of the crime, they lied on me. And then when I ask you to have my back as law enforcement and you go along with them and you try to say I was back there, that's a bold-faced lie. Now I'm going to tell y'all what they did. I just had a long conversation with one of my Ebenezer sisters. Brittany, that's one of my sisters. See, it's the new Ebenezer. It's the Horizon Sanctuary. But some of us, we heritage kids. Yeah. Now, I'm the last son. So this new officer, he hadn't been on site for at least 6 months. The girl he was investigating hadn't been a member of our congregation for at least a year. I got sent here in 1994. We are closing out my 30th year. So I don't know if you ever grew up in a black church. I don't know if you ever attended a black church. But if you are the last son of a sanctuary, meaning you was like a little jit and you grew up in the church, then what that girl talked about when she said, I know every crack and crevice, that's true. That's true. You watch the video that I did before their video. You know, back there, I said when I started, that used to be the nursery. Back there, that was 114. Over there, that was Joe Roberts' office, okay? So my preschoolers, they used to be in the nursery. My little ones, they used to be back there. My pre-teenage used to be over there. I ran this youth department. Kay, why do you do that? Because this officer, see, when y'all see this right here, y'all see them little things about the children. This officer tried to say, well, listen, if it's kids around, then watch this. Then what we can do is we can hope up even more charges. This dude goes so far on his body cam, because he don't think that nobody going to be able to get it, to say, well, we'll come up with a series of events in order to get him arrested. Now, watch this. The day before court, on his frivolous charges, Mama Ferris was dying. So we, as a younger department, did a living memorial. I was outside with Marty Smith. He's the most tenured ranger on the block. And then we seen Dunjab pull up. So I walked away because I knew dude is confrontational. My car was parked in the parking lot. As I was pulling out the parking lot, he was on the curb. He pulled me over. KJ, pull over. Get out your car. Get out your car. Get out your car. And y'all will see that he stripped my car in between these two sanctuaries. He perked my car. That means that they handcuffed me, put me in the back of an MPS car, and then stripped my car the day before court. When we went to court, a federal judge threw this case out twice. Now I'm going to tell you something. I have tons of legal ground to sue Ebenezer. Watch this. One day, after all that, I was walking out the sanctuary. Y'all see it on tape. A security guard told me to get out. Called me. I got a mama over there. I ain't going to say it. A nigger. Said he was going to F me up. And then called the police and said I was aggressive. Now let me close out with this. Daddy King was a hood dude. He was converted. When Naomi King in 2007 decided to pick a spokesperson for the A.D. King Foundation, you know who she picked? She picked me. She did. You know why? Because even though our church is run by women, hey, how are you? Good. Listen, are you there? Can you hear me?
I can.
I apologize to you.
Thank you.
4 years ago, in the presidential election with Trump and Biden, I was leading a youth rally in Philadelphia. I got pulled over, extracted from my car, and shot up with tasers. When I came, that was in 2020. I came back here, it was morning. We were burying Mama Ferris. We were burying Naomi. When I took the picture up there that everybody's upset about with the hoodie and all of that, that was a vigil. That was December 1st. That was the same time nobody paid attention. Down the street, I had Bethel as the Birmingham jail. When I did that, it was a salute to Mama Ferris. It was a salute to AD. It was a salute to Yoki and Daddy King. It was a picture. You did nothing wrong. You know Jose has a heart, a spirit heart. When Dunjab came over here, I'm going to post the body cam now. I never hit that boy. You can say one thing about me, but you know, we have a mother of our village who died in that sanctuary. The other mother that a lot of people aren't still, the only Rangers that were here is Marty. The only one here with Coretta was and Yoki were alive.
Correct.
Okay, I know. The only person who's been here longer as a male than me is Marty as Smith. And everybody knows it's 30 years. It's me and Isaac. We got a little back and forth. We got theological difference. Okay? So everybody knows Coretta and Mama Ferris made me make the nonviolent pledge. You hear stories about Daddy King. Daddy King's pecked the mamas. Go over there and drive over there and do that, whatever. Yeah, I might have beat some people up when we was younger, because you're going to respect our mamas. You're going to respect them to the car. But there is no way I could ever do anything violent in this sanctuary. I apologize if I don't come off. I didn't accept my call fast enough. All right? My brother died in May of 2005 when Corey was in the stroke. So I never did the ordination thing. I'm the last son. So from that, and Billy, I just feel that kind of way. So after being shot and all that, I came back to mourn. And I'm going to tell you, Shannon, the one who left, he was involved in setting me up. And so Marty said to all of you, like, that's not KJ. Something's going on. I almost got shot by police. I come down here. And Dunjab is corrupt. I didn't hit no person.
Okay.
And he did that extra part.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For all of y'all. Because for the work that you put in.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah. See, that's the spirit that we have here. We got some sons. This is a black community. All right. Every once in a while. Oh, look at it. Let's look at him. He was a G. He was a G. He was a G. He was a G. And there is a ton of pressure being the last son of this sanctuary. You know, our brand, the heritage brand, is built on standing up to the American institution. I'm the son of transition because I got here in 94, but it was in 99 that the church that stood up to the American institution became owned by the American institution. I wanted to walk y'all through it. Y'all get it. Did I crack it? Nah, I ain't cracked that thing. What I look like. And if I did, you said, hey, I'm going to tell you something about us, man. We rough, we rugged, we raw, we the believing soldiers. I'm going to tell you this to all of my young boys. We don't hit females or bitches. It's the heritage.